Everyone, it's Emily. Welcome back on my channel. Today's video is gonna be me reacting to my old July 2014 favorites video and just let you know, do I still own these products? Do I still love them? Did I completely forget about them? Or are they something that I can see myself using again? Blah, blah, blah. This is one of my favorite series to film. If you haven't seen it, I've started doing this in January this year, and then I've been going back and watching my oldest monthly favorite of that specific month, and I'm planning on doing so the whole year. So if that's something you want to do, I highly recommend you pick that up and just go back through your old favorites, because you can find some things that you just forgot about and that are actually awesome. With that said, today I was actually trying to film my foundation routine, and for some reason the lighting was kind of off. It's getting a little bit better, but obviously now it's too late, so I decided keep your makeup natural. That way I'm gonna be able to try out a few of the products that I'm gonna see and find again in my monthly favorites. So let's do this. I obviously haven't watched it, so I have no idea if that video is good or interesting, or if there's anything in there that I don't have or have, so we're gonna react together to this. Hey, nice lipstick, girl. I can't wait to actually put that on.
Hey guys, it's Emily. Welcome back on my channel. Today's video is going to be my July favorites, so I will be sharing with you.
By the way, back in the day, there was so much echo in that room, and it was like super silent because I wasn't living alone. So when there's other people that don't really know what you're doing and you know that they're gonna judge the crap out of you, that's how you speak on camera.
What I've been loving during the whole month, so if you're interested, keep on watching. The first product, I did a first impression video. I will post it soon, so I'm not going to talk about it too much, but it is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. I love this. I just had to mention it quickly.
Okay, this foundation I definitely still have. So I have a few shades of this foundation, and that kind of goes into like my only complaint about this is that the range of color, it can be a little difficult to find your perfect shade. And not every shade is available everywhere. I know in America, we don't necessarily have all the lightest shades, but I've been told in Europe, for example, I use mostly the C range, although I do have the N color to mix and match in there. And they have like C1, which isn't available here, which is really frustrating. So yeah, I like C3, but it's not always perfect, so I mix it with the N shade. And I also have C5, which is too dark for me, but like the undertone is a bit better. Anyway, let me just swatch it. This is a fantastic foundation. I would recommend it pretty much any skin type to give this a shot. I would say it's kind of light medium, probably more in a medium coverage, and it gives you a natural finish and a little bit of a glowiness. It's a very, like, it's not overly matte, but it's not like shimmery. There's no like sparkles or anything, which I know like back in the day, Lumi, sometimes those type of names would like include sparkles in there, which no. But yeah, this is a fantastic foundation. I haven't used it in a while, which now that I see it here, I'm like, why haven't I? Probably because I've been obsessed with like full coverage, but this is fantastic, especially during the summer when you want, I don't know, for me this is like a summer foundation because of the colors. That's probably just why I associated with it, but I'm gonna be wearing this again actually because this is fantastic. There's SPF 20, so on a daily basis during the summer, it's great. I love it, definitely recommend it. I feel like everyone has heard about this, but nobody talks about it anymore, and it's a really great foundation. Would recommend it for sure. I do feel like the range is definitely like yellow base, like heavily yellow base. So if you have like really warm complexion and you can never find anything that is yellow enough, I would go with the W range of the L'Oreal Lumi foundation because it's very yellow. And like I had mentioned, I did do a first impression, which if you want to watch it, although the quality wasn't so great. By the way, do you still like when people review foundations and things that have been out for a while but are good? Because I'm thinking about maybe doing like a series of that, of like I'm doing like kind of like review, not really first impression because I already love the products, but like basically showing you how all my great favorite foundation wear throughout the day. If that's something you would be interested in, because I feel like that would be very informative.
Next one, I haven't been using it for a long time, but I love it so much that, again, I had to mention it, and it is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This stuff is so good.
Actually, I'm pretty sure I still have it. Still have it, and I'm realizing I have like a bunch of shades of this too, and I haven't used it in at least a year. And I have to say there's a few reasons I've like discovered other new things that I've been obsessed with, like the, which now I can't even see. But recently I've been really loving the Tarte one. The Makeup Forever has been like my go-to for like ever. So that's probably why I haven't been touching anything else. And these were good, but I feel like they're not the best if you have dry skin, which I did have. Nowadays I definitely have more like oily skin, so I feel like I should try this again. But I feel like everyone absolutely loved this, and I feel like I kind of fell into the hype of like loving this, but I don't know if it was the best for me at the time. Let me swatch two colors. This is Porcelain, and then you have Classic Ivory, which was a better match for me, but it's definitely very pink. I actually need to try this again because I feel like I really liked it for a while, and then I was like, I don't know, and now I haven't tried it in so long that I'm not even sure. So maybe I'm gonna actually like it more now that I have oily skin. Everyone says it's full coverage, which I don't agree. I don't think it's full coverage. Definitely a like medium-ish coverage, but definitely on the drier side. If you have dry under eyes, wouldn't be the first one I would recommend. I would go more with like Maybelline Fit Me, for example, which is a little bit more dewy, a little bit more moisturizing. So I need to test this again, actually, because I have so many of it and I haven't reached for it in a while, so it needs to happen.
Next are two MAC blushes. I have been loving these two shades. The first one is in Blush Baby. This looks like nothing in the pan, but I adore the looks it gives. It's somewhat of a mauvey nude blush.
What's the next one?
The other one is again a sheer tone. Don't know what's going on, but this one is a sheer tone shimmer, and it is Spring Sheen, which looks gorgeous, perfect for summer. This one I'm wearing right now on my cheeks. I just love this color so much.
Okay, these two blushes are still like holy grail. I don't know if Blush Baby is still available because MAC has been like going on a spree of like discontinuing every single one of my favorite blushes. But actually, no. I know I have, see? Blush Baby is right here. Spring Sheen, I think it may be Tenderling that they discontinued. Maybe not Blush Baby. I'll have to check. It looks super dirty because I've used this a ton, and I feel like I haven't used this lately this summer because I've been using the Too Faced Papa Don't Beach blush, which are kind of similar. It's a great blush. It's like that perfect pinky peachy shimmery type of blush. If you think like NARS Orgasm is too reddish for you, which is my case, this is definitely something I would recommend. It's not overly shimmery, it just gives you a nice sheen. You can kind of see it in the video. And Blush Baby is like one of the love of my life. I really hope it's not one of the ones that were discontinued, but it's, like I was saying, in like a nudie mauve type of shade. It looks like nothing on a pan, but even when you swatch it, it's kind of like, is it a blush? Is it a bronzer-ish, depending on your skin tone? But this is super easy. It's a sheer tone. Both of them are sheer tones. This one with shimmer. And you throw them on, you don't look like a clown in the morning. It's great. I love them. Probably two of my most used blush from MAC. So 3 years later, still favorites. Actually, out of curiosity, just want to swatch next to it. I don't know if they're like super similar or not, color-wise. I think the Too Faced one is a little bit more orangey, as you can see. But I mean, on the cheek, there's probably not a huge difference. So far, nothing to try on my face. Hopefully the next product, I'm not wearing anything and I can try it on.
The next product, I did a first impression video this month on it, and it is the CoverGirl Clump Crusher. I love this stuff so much. I don't know why I waited that long to like.
Did they discontinue it? I feel like they just did, and I really, really loved that mascara. Actually, most of CoverGirl mascaras are like holy grails for me. Love them, especially the Clump Crusher was definitely up there. The Orange 2 one, the Lash Blast, love that one. I always have one of those. Definitely still something I love. The brush is like plastic bristle with a little bit of a curve, and it's great to just separate your lashes. It like definitely does not clump. The little plasticky bristle can hurt your eyes if you're really, really sensitive, but I didn't really have an issue with it as much.
Two lipstick. The first one is
editing fell.
Is in Sweet and Sour. I've been wearing this a lot this month. I just think it looks so good on lips. It's not super orange.
It is super orange.
It is, don't get me wrong.
It is.
Orange lipstick, somewhat of a creamsicle shade.
So
but it's not like bam in your face, so you can still wear this on a daily basis with like a neutral look.
No.
So MAC Sweet and Sour has been a great pick for this month. I've been wearing it quite a bit. Next one is a new shade. It is from L'Oreal. It's a cult favorite for a reason, and it is the color Fierce Nude, which...
Oh yeah. Okay. I agree with that one though. I don't know if I have... I know I have it somewhere, Sweet and Sour. But I already want to say that I disagree with my review and the fact that, oh, it's not that hard to pull off. Girl, this thing is so white base, like you can barely pull it off. So definitely not a color I would recommend to most people. Like, really not. But it is pretty, but I haven't worn this in so long. Did I say Sushi Kiss or Sweet and Sour? They're so similar, both of them, by the way, so. By the way, I just checked in the description box, and apparently I'm wearing orange, which I'm gonna put on right now because I've been eyeing my own lipstick for the whole video. Aha, that was hard. So like I was saying, girl, how is that easy to pull off? Like, this is white base, woman. Like, but I do have to say that it does look good, like on my skin tone or on me, whatever. But this is not like an everyday type of lipstick. Like, you have to apply it. Let me apply just a little bit. Like, I should have exfoliated my lips, but like, girl, how is that like easy to wear? Like, if you apply a little bit, like a light coat like this, sure, but you can't be tan whatsoever to wear this. So yeah, I think I was trying to justify my own purchase because I had purchased this and I was like, oh, I really like Sushi Kiss, that one, and like Coral Bliss. I was like starting to get into like orangey lips clearly, and it's not that wearable. I didn't think I was going to be able to find it because I've been like reorganizing my stuff. Obviously I changed the background, so it's been a little bit of a nightmare, but I still have it. This is a fantastic lipstick. Like, before I was obsessed with I can't find it, the Milani Matte Naked lipstick. This was basically the one because it kind of is similar. Like, it's a little brown, too brown when I'm fair, but like when I'm tan, this is awesome. This is such a great nude. The only thing is the scent, which it's getting a bit older, so the scent is like less strong, which but the lipstick is still going strong. Even if it's 3 years, as long as you keep them in a like dry, cool environment, they're doing fine. And let me put it on. Oh, yes. Like, is that not the perfect nude? It's great. I love it. I definitely need to start wearing it again. We've all been so obsessed with matte lipstick that we kind of forget the classic creamy finishes. This is fantastic. I love this. Like, I don't even want to take it off, but I want to, only to try on orange because that's the one I was wearing on my lips. Oh, obviously it's right in my face. Okay. Orange, super bright, kind of scary looking lipstick, but if you can pull it off, there's just something magic about this. Just try and put it on. It is an amplify, right? So like, usually with really bold, I kind of prefer going towards like more matte and retro matte finishes, but this one is just... Like, how fun is this? Like, I feel like very often orange lipstick tend to be like too yellow based and it makes you look a little bit like a duck. But this one is definitely good. If you have a warm undertone, it will look better than it does on me, but I don't mind. I love this lipstick, so this is what orange look like. The L'Oreal Ferris Nude lipstick, definitely still recommend to everyone. The Sweet and Sour one, I don't think I've worn enough for it to be worth the money, and there's only so many people that can pull that off. So orange though, if you have warm undertone, seriously. If you can't pull it off, definitely recommend Lady Danger. It's a little bit more reddish red, but yeah.
Next, I have my Lorac Unzip palette. I've been wearing this quite a bit, but I have to give a special mention to the highlight shade. This one is in Undercover. Yeah. It has to be like my all-time favorite like highlight shade ever.
I agree. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I still have it. Like, I have it. Oh yeah, I obviously still have this, and this was a little bit more out there for me back in the day. I was trying to go towards like less cool tone eyeshadows, and this kind of looks like it's gonna be cool tone, but you'd be surprised. Like, these shades definitely come off a little bit more orangey than you would think, depending on your skin tone and undertone, but this was my favorite fall in love with the mauve shade because it's a great crease color if you have a little bit more of a cooler undertone. I feel like everything will look orangey for you, not this color. And Unattainable was a great taupey all over the lid color. And I agree with my own review that Undercover must be the best glowy, like, inner corner type of highlighter, because it's like, I can't even see sparkles or anything. Like, it's just a natural glow, and it's so stunning. Like, I don't know if you're, I kind of see it. But it's the most natural glow ever. And if it wasn't so white, it would be like the perfect even highlighter if you don't want any sparkly or anything. But such a great color. And like, let me swatch just two other ones just, you know, to show you. But like, so stunning. But that palette, I don't feel like a lot of people talk about it anymore. And it's probably due to the fact that Lorac isn't the easiest brand to find. But this was a great palette. I did look at the other one, the gold one that they came out with a couple years later. I wasn't feeling it, but this one is still a great palette. I used the crap out of this, but I haven't touched it in a while, and I would totally still recommend this palette. If you were like seeing it right now and you're like, that's actually really pretty, I would say yes. And I definitely recommend you check it out if that's something you can see yourself using. And it was a great palette. The formula was good. So I think the only reason I'm not still using this consistently is the fact that there's so many new palettes, and it's hard to like find a balance between reviewing old classic favorites slash reviewing everything that is new. I know I don't have to, but like it's kind of how YouTube is becoming more and more, which is kind of why I've been doing this series, because I get to like talk about older favorites and like rediscover them with you. So definitely still would recommend this palette.
Last but not least, I had to give a special mention to my Makeup Forever Aqua
Oh
Brow
my
in
god.
shade 25. This is the best hair product. This has to be the best brow product that I've ever tried. I love this so much. It keeps your brow in place all day long, no matter what. Like if it's raining, if it's like super warm.
I'm not even sure if I still own this, and that would be my first time, almost first time in a reacting to monthly favorites. See, this is definitely I completely, not changed my mind, but like I haven't touched this in like 2 years at least, like if not almost 3, like not long after I discovered something else that I loved more. Let me check. No, I don't own the Makeup Forever Aqua Brow anymore, which it wasn't a bad product. It's definitely a waterproof brow product, and the color, the undertone was definitely cool enough. I feel like so often brands come out with brow products and they're like super warm and like, who can use this? And after that one, I know I discovered the Anastasia de Brow pomade, whatever, in medium brown, which you can see mine is starting to dry out a little bit. But it's definitely the next thing I went towards, because this I didn't have to like squirt in my hand and then apply, which, you know, you can see how that would become a little bit annoying. And since it's so waterproof and you put this on your hand, if you don't like thoroughly wash your hands afterwards, you're gonna be stuck with it all day. So this was like a step better. But I feel like lately I've been like super lazy, I guess, and I've been using just pencil brows, because just brow pencils, because they're super easy to use, they're simple, you don't have to use a brush and clean that damn brush every freaking day. So yeah, I've been using brow products in a pencil form now. So yeah, I don't think I would recommend that one again, simply because of the fact that you have to put it on something, then put it on your brows, plus you need a brush. So if you want something that is waterproof, I would probably go with this one. If you are like super intense, that you want something really waterproof and like you like the undertone of this one, or you're a makeup artist, sure, the Aqua Brow is good, but it was just not necessary for me. Like I don't go swimming every day and I want my brows to still be there, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't have this anymore. I had forgotten about that one.
It keeps your brow in place all day long, no matter what. Like if it's raining, if it's like super warm.
Girl, how often does it rain enough to like make your brows disappear? Like dramatic much? And I think that's the last one. Okay, well, that was interesting. I feel like this is the one where I have a little bit more of like interesting products where I don't, not disagree with the review, but like they're not favorites anymore, like at all. So that was actually really fun. Let me try actually this in the inner corner, because I've mentioned it and I didn't do it, which, come on girl. Because that was so big to have the whole like super white inner corner. And I really wasn't into like this super shimmery one, and I feel like this one was so natural. Like, I would still wear this nowadays, even though it's like not as big anymore, because it's like really natural. I like this. I would probably need something all over my lip though, but hey, let's go full on white eyeshadow. I mean, it's just such a natural glow. I need to start using this again. But yeah, this was my reaction to my July favorites of 2014. So what did you think? Do you used to use those products too? Do you like have old products that you used to love and that now you're like, didn't even remember that existed? So I would feel a little less alone with that Makeup Forever Aqua Brow. I seriously forgot I used that in the past. Well, it has been 3 years, right? So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. I will be linking on the screen older ones that I've done, and just the playlist will be in the description box. And that's it. Don't forget to subscribe to not miss any future videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.